And welcome. It is Wednesday, folks. This week is going by fast. We got a lot coming up ahead of us. We got Valentine's Day. We got Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday there. We even have Washington's birthday stuck in between them. Okay, and a weekend, all to boot. So let's get started with a little weather talk. We do still see some clouds in the sky. The front not fully through the area right now, but it will kind of establish itself overnight. Leesville, hello to all you folks in Vernon Parish. Can't tell you how important you are to us. Thank you for your support for Sinlaw Weather. We got a partly cloudy sky for you on our tower cam that keeps you surveyed. So we'll be talking about Valentine's, parades, Mardi Gras, and the weather and how all of that will interface over the coming week in your 7-day forecast. All right, let's check out things locally on the radar. We still see a few showers in and around the area, mostly across of Walls Parish right now. Get a little closer look, and thanks Temco, our national sponsor of building products, for this radar shot. And I'm gonna go back an hour, I guess, and see what we've got. Okay, so we've got a little. There was a little shower up across northeast Rapides there, between Colleen and DeVille. And you can see just a few showers in Avoyelles Parish. All this is moving southeastward. Nothing heavy, nothing severe, nothing to worry about. Just hope you get a little bonus rain. All right, so the surface high to the north of us, here's the front. I think this is what represents the wind shield. But look at all this energy in the Pacific diving southward, kind of establishing a jet structure right through, a jet stream structure right through here, coming up through Baja, out of the Pacific and into the western portion, the southwestern portion of the United States. And that's the system that we're watching to, first of all, bring us maybe a beneficial rain, but also perhaps some severe weather. But there's inconsistency on that matter. We're pretty sure we're going to get some rain, though. So speaking of rain, if you're going to be out the rain of the evening here for your Wednesday evening church services, shopping, entertainment, whatever, there's still a stray shower possible, especially in parishes south of Rapides, Vernon, and Avoyelles. And then as we go into Thursday morning, that's your commute. I think we could see a little patchy fog. Otherwise, it'll be a little bit cooler than what we've been used to in the mornings. Thursday evening PM commute, no problems there. And going back into Friday morning, likewise, we could see a stray shower or something like that in the forecast for your AM commute. All right, let's check out things. Energy that changes weather. I'll fast forward this to the Friday time frame, midday Friday. You can see it coming out of the Pacific and across the southwestern United States. What this does is it lifts the atmosphere, creates clouds and precipitation. It also causes the surface pressure to fall, which opens up the Gulf. So if the surface pressure is lower ahead of this feature than it is over in this direction, farther to the east, then that creates a pressure difference, and the wind always blows from the high pressure to the low pressure, from this area toward the disturbance, okay? And so that opens up the Gulf. We've got some moisture right now, but this is going to add more, and just to make sure that we get some rain out of it. So Saturday, midday, we see it crossing the southern Rockies and the southern plains all the way into Mexico. The lift in the atmosphere will continue on Saturday. We'll finally be able to get some rain and thunderstorms Saturday and Saturday night out of this as it moves through. In fact, let's go to the Sunday time frame. Right through there is where the main impact of it's going to be. I'd say during the PM hours Saturday into the wee hours of Sunday, during that time frame, okay, is when the most active weather would be. If we get severe weather, I think that's when it would be. And of course, we'll get the rain, as you see with this feature right overhead. And then once it passes through, the weather calms down beautifully there for Monday and Fat Tuesday. Could be a little wind behind it. And then looking into toward next Wednesday night, very early Thursday, we see all the energy displaced away from us to the west and to the north. So again, things look to remain calm through the middle of next week. So severe risk Saturday and Saturday night. Storm Prediction Center still has not come out with anything. There's a few limiting factors to this event, but I'm just going on the pattern that I know so well with a strong disturbance, a surface low, okay, moving to the north of us, puts us in a warm sector. We get vertical wind shear pattern. We have a little bit of instability, This time of year, this is the cool season. We don't need a lot of juice like we do in the warmer season to get severe weather cranked off with the lack of dynamics. We got plenty of dynamics with the parent system that I just showed you. All right, so I'm going to go with this. Right now, a very limited risk of severe weather. I would have to say a 1 out of 5 or a 2 out of 5, and I think eventually Storm Prediction Center is going to get on board with that. Little danger of flooding, but I do think we could pick up about a half to 2 inches common rainfall amounts. We get that, that will not really create flooding unless you kind of get in a thunderstorm there in the urban area. You get an inch and a half of rain in 30 minutes, and yeah, you might have some issues there. But the overall risk is fairly low. I think wind, thunderstorm wind, would be kind of a thing to watch. That would be the highest bar. Hail can't completely rule that out. And could be a few tornadoes. It's going to be a pattern. We got the open warm sector. The vertical wind profile is favorable to create at least some shallow supercells, and then we may have this QLCS type thing, this wavy squall line, and within that we can get embedded circulations that can produce a weak tornado. So that's the pattern that we're looking at right now. But again, I emphasize this is my thing. Storm Prediction Center hasn't come out with anything on it just yet. So 50 and so cooler Thursday morning, 73, your high 78 Friday. Somebody will hit 80 degrees despite a mostly cloudy day. Only a 10% chance of rain into Friday. Main action will come on Saturday as the system has slowed just a tad. So 90% Saturday, 90% Saturday night, and then retaining that 30% during the early morning hours on Sunday. It'll be a little bit cooler Sunday. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day on Saturday. You may not love the weather, but we hope you love your weathermen, Nick and I. Okay, going into Monday, starting the week, Tuesday and Wednesday, there's Fat Tuesday. I think things are looking good down in the New Orleans area and across Louisiana for that day, for that matter. And then Wednesday, perhaps ahead of a next system, we're going to warm up with southerly breezes and 80 degrees on some thermometers there. All right, so that's your recap of your 7-day forecast. Thank you for being with me. Nick and I enjoy doing this, and he will be with you in the morning with his stream, and I'll be back hopefully a little bit earlier than this tomorrow with mine. And of course, I'll be in the forecast center writing and rewriting the 7-day forecast. Take care, and thanks for your support.